All right, we are at Fish Lake in Indiana. Now, I cannot remember the last time I've been here. It must have been, it's got to be about 7 years or more, maybe even more. The last time I came here, I think I was in a canoe, and I probably fished only 200 yards of this. So my experience on this lake is pretty much non-existent, except for from this little bank and a canoe in these little canals. That's about it. So I don't know what this lake has to offer. I don't know what its potential is. Really don't know much about it, other than I know that it gets a lot of mats and grass, which are most lakes in Indiana. Got overcast today, should burn off by this afternoon and get hot. So I'm expecting a shad spawn here in the next hour or two. If the temps get warm enough, it's about there. It's almost there. It's about like 1 or 2 degrees off. And these bass should get crazy. Almost ended up in the yard. Piece of wood over there. There's the first fish. Little bass. Hang on, let's get you out of here. Goodness, he got my toe. Ouch. Well, right where he should have been, right on that dock. Man. Dude got my toe. Don't be getting my toe, bro. And tied up this spinnerbait trailer. All in one fell swoop. Good on you. Bass 1. 1 bad shad, 0. Ooh, that was one. I saw the bed from here. Let's give him another shot. Oh, he don't want it. You don't want another shot at the king. I say that because this is a Strike King trailer. No, I'm the king. I'm not the king. Just saying. Now you see me, dude? I've been here. I've been here. Oh, hey, pop up. Some wood. There's my one. Don't feel very big. No, this guy's little. Little. Alright, you don't get my toe though. How about that? You don't get my toe. Little guy. That is telling me something. He was right in between those 2 sticks. So maybe they're wanting to be on wood. Or that's just where that guy lives. He's just being a resident bass. Another one. That was a little bit better than the second one, but with nothing great. This guy's got all the black spots on him. He's got him. Look at this. I got lipstick. Look at that dude. And being a silly bass. Being a silly bass, man. Alright, so that was 2 off of wood so far. Well, I guess you could say all 3, because the first one was off of a dock. The dock was made out of wood. So 3 on timber. 3 on timber, but nothing of good size yet. That's weird. All 3 are like just barely. They're not smacking it. They're just swimming up to it. It's kind of chomping on it. Like they swim up next to it. I watched the 2. They swim up next to it and then just kind of like embed it at the side of their mouth. It's like they wanted to check it out before they ate it. So they're not being super aggressive on the spinnerbait yet. Anyways, still 69 degrees, so it's climbing. It's ticking up, ticking up, ticking up. Ticking up, ticking up. But timber, I guess, is what we're looking for right now. Timber. Wood. Wood laydowns. And that was in vegetation. Oh, there's one. That one was right underneath the boat. It was like right when the spinnerbait disappeared. All right, starting to get larger. Respectable. Respectable, respectable. All right, let's keep going up the food chain, I guess. Again, see a bunch of all this timber. So he was actually right out in the front of it. This is where he was at. So he was probably like in this mess. I bet you if I came back and pitched this stuff when the sun was up, probably bass down in this mangled. Man, I've never seen really a mangled mess like this in a while. But he was out in front of it. It was like right when that spinnerbait disappeared. That's when he took it. And again, didn't smack it. Just kind of swam up to it. And tick. Alright, so looking for timber, grass, and bass. Sounds good. All right, and it's getting 69.5, dude. It's almost there. Let's get the hatch going. Now that is a cool rig right there, man. That's a cool rig. I like it. Oh, little tracker aluminum with the with the Crappie Killer on the front. I love it. Oh, that looks juicy right there. Oh, there was one in there. The way he hit though, it almost looks like a gar maybe versus a bass. Give it another shot though, because maybe it was a spawning bass. If it's a spawning bass, he might have just barely tagged it. Can't be a afraid to throw it in the thick stuff, man. Throw it in there. It may come back with a salad on it, but you might also have some meat with it. I don't really get any better than that, dude. Alright, let's skip underneath this dock and then see where we at. Ooh. Yep. I was gonna say, something had it for a second. Don't make me lose my wacky rig, bro. Little guy. Definitely not getting off of that hook. There we go. There he is. There he goes. All right, well, that's cool. I mean, one out of the dock. Called the shot. What was that? It's 4 or 5. 4? Let's just say it's 4. None worth measuring yet. Okay, wacky rig all set back up. Let's try middle of the dock just in case. So like the smallest dock ever. Produced a fish though. Goes to show you even tiny docks have a purpose. Oh, hey now. No. I just lost my wacky rig. I just lost my worm. No, dude, no. No. No, I do not see it. No. That's such a good wacky rig. Oh boy. Well, that'll learn you real quick. Alright, let's switch to something else anyways. Because I've had enough experience with that one that I trust it. So let's go to one that we don't have a lot of experience with. Or at least have not been using this season. Yeah, that worm just don't skip. It don't skip. I might need a smaller hook though too. Okay, got a better worm in here. Just as I say that. Just as I said that. Caught you, fella. How you doing? Oh, little. Oh, looks like something tried to bite him. He survived that. Oh, there's a bluegill bed right here. That's why. Goodness, big, massive bluegill bed. Yeah. Well, let's go to the other side of it real quick, or out in front of it. Let's see if we can't get something to bite bigger coming across this bluegill bed. Although I don't see any bluegills on it. That'd probably help. The only thing I see on it is a carp. Get out of here, carp. Alright, Yeah, see on the screen right there, you see that? And that's usually bluegill beds. That's kind of how it looks on that screen. At least at, what is this, 400, 455. So if I go and change it, custom, it should give you a better view. Well, now I'm past it, but I was trying to show you. Oh, little guy. You take my worm? No, still got it. Yeah, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you go. If you're gonna behave like that. You're gonna have an early bedtime. Let's get back to a big old carp in there. A little skip. Yeah, I just can't skip this thing, so. Well, so far, this worm has produced several little bass. So, I know it works for them. Can I swing it? Not really. Can I toss it sideways? Kinda. Dude, if this guy's crappie fishing from a Z19, that's ridiculous. Continue on. Ooh, I like these docks. Over here, they're looking pretty good. All right, so that worm proved to me a couple of things. One, it proved to me it would catch some smallies. Not smallmouth, but small leaks. So, however, good old classic black and blue yum dinger with a chartreuse tail. Then I'm gonna re-dip it. You boys be dipping? No, sir. What's that in your lip? I had a feeling that was going to have a fish on it. Not the right kind. Or size, I should say. The kind is fine. Good with that. Not the right size, buddy. Hang on. There he is. A little small fish lake bass. You know, for this thing being called Fish Lake, well, I guess that's it, just it. Doesn't specify what kind of fish. Although there's a lake near here that's called Bass Lake, so maybe I should try that. See if they're telling the truth or not. All right, so, this one. Again, another good looking dock right over here. These docks are gonna get me. I just can't resist a good dock. No, didn't get that one far enough in. Oh yeah, I did. Yep. You guys are being ridiculous. Come on. That's right. Let go. That's good. Get out of here. You guys are being absolutely ridiculous. Just not even smart. Man, it's like dock after dock after dock. I don't know, I keep seeing these things and it's like, well, there's another one. Well, there's another one. Well, there's another one. There's gonna probably be like a fish, like one fish off of each of these that are all about the same size, but that's not what I'm looking for. Alright, well, let's go do something else. You bore me. I mean, it's fun, don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking it because I love it. Well, there's like a bunch of fish right there off to the right. What they be doing? Just chilling. Alright, well, let's see. What do we got? Ooh, let's throw this guy. Yeah, let's throw this guy. If I can get this guy back in there. Let's throw this guy. Beep beep, coming through. Let me through. Oh, no. Did you really just get this? Did I really do that? Yep, I did. Alright. Let's go find some depth and throw this guy. Grass, 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 more grass. Yep. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's see, we're in 3. So I gotta keep them off of that. Ooh, snagged more grass. That might be a fish. Yep. That was a little guy, but snagged him right on top of the grass. I hit the top of the grass, ripped it out of there, and bam, he was on. So. Ooh, there's one right behind it. Followed him all the way to the boat. Tick, just hit the top of the grass. There. Oh, that was a good one right there. That was a good one, actually. That was a good bite. Yeah, he hit it and then just let go. Okay, by no means am I a crankbait fisherman. So you can take this advice as just that. You can take it or leave it. But in fact, I only have 2 crankbait rods. And I say only because one I really use for my spinnerbait. I use it for my spinnerbait rod. This is my true and only crankbait rod, and that's all I use it for. And it's a specific crankbait rod, and I really like it and everything, don't get me wrong. I just don't fish a lot of crankbaits. But if there's one crankbait to, I would say, get yourself familiar with, or even if you're kind of hesitant on crankbaits, is a lipless crankbait. And the reason why is because a lipless crankbait, you can fish it at almost any depth. So a lot of crankbaits, those bills on the front of them controls the depth. Obviously you can manipulate that with a little bit of line size and speed and all that stuff. However, a lipless crankbait, you can fish it in inches of water to really deep. And then even in deep water, you can just let this thing stall out. And sometimes you'll get a bite just from stalling it. But a lipless crankbait, especially around grass, it's real easy to fish. You just kind of fish it like you would a spinnerbait. You just go fast or slow or whatever you want. But one of the nice things about the lipless crankbait is that it is usually the size and profile of what these bass are eating, as long as you're matching the hatch in your lake. But like this, I've actually caught bass that have spit up shad that look exactly this same size. In fact, if I have a picture, I'll put one up for you, but it looks exactly like this. So it fools them. Yeah, and then just like I said, throw the lipless basically anywhere you would throw a spinnerbait. Well, no, wait a minute. Let me rephrase that. Throw a lipless like you would throw a spinnerbait and just fish it like that. So you can elicit action to it, you can slow it down, speed it up, all that stuff. But yeah, don't throw it into heavy cover because you will not get it out of heavy cover. You just won't. But next to docks, it's a good option. Throw it at the speed of a spinnerbait, I should say. That's what I'm trying to say. Another thing I'd really advise against a lipless crankbait is don't throw it from the bank. Avoid doing that. I mean, don't throw any crankbaits from the bank. I'm just not a fan of that because you're going to lose them. Kayakers like me are going to find them. We'll appreciate you guys throwing them from the bank because it saves us money, but I'm telling you, just don't do it. I know they work from the bank. I'm not saying they don't work. I'm just saying their likelihood of losing them is high. That's got to be a fish. Oh yeah. There we go. Yeah, right on the edge of the grass, right where you should be, dude. So, that was a good pickup. However, he's not very big. And don't get me, dude, don't get me. Please don't get me. I'm gonna get you unhooked and then you can go. Yeah, just like right on the outside of the grass. So I was just running the top of that grass, and he just came out and picked it off. It's kind of the idea. Now I'm starting to run out of grass. There we go. Just when I thought I was running out of grass, I came up to another little clump. Similar size to the last guy. There he is. Fun, but really need to get those bigger sizes. But they're eating this, which is fun. Maybe I'll switch up the color or something like that. I'm just following this grass line. I'm sitting in about 7 feet of water, throwing it up. Just trying to tick the top of this grass as I come across. That feels better. Feels better. That's a little better. Nope, about the same size. It's like cookie cutters. Aw, dude, you almost made it out of the boat. You almost made it out of the boat. I promise you, you'll make it out of the boat. There you go. You make it out alive. What do you got tied on?
A little jig.
Yeah.
What are you throwing? A little
Lipless, yeah. Yeah. I do a lot of...
good on it?
What's that?
Are you doing any good on it?
Yeah, about every other cast.
Really?
Yeah. How about you?
No, not really. I've caught a couple small bass. I got 15 fish for the day, but
Yeah.
I don't have anything
Me neither. Yep. They're all about cookie cutters right now. Yeah. It's the stuff right there. But you know what? I'm going to switch it up just because. So yeah, this is what I added. I added the little spoon to the front. The one knocker. And a shad pattern. And I'm telling you, this looks exactly like a little bait fish. But even though it's doing really well, I want to try something else. I want to try a different color because we're getting the same size fish. So I want to switch it up to see if color matters at all, or if they'll bite a different color, or maybe a size will start producing bigger bites. So I'm gonna go with something red or even a larger size. So I've got a larger size there, but I think with the depth that we're looking at, I think I'm gonna try to go a little bit smaller. Not necessarily smaller, a little bit lighter. So this one doesn't nearly have enough flash, or even like a Uzuri. Uzuri comes through grass pretty good though. So I'm thinking something like this. But because of the depth, because we're dealing with super shallow stuff, I think I'm gonna go with the lighter, smaller version. See if the bite goes up at all. And I know it seems kind of odd to go to a smaller size to bigger bites. However, I don't know if those big fish are really, you know, the little fish, they're young, so they get fooled pretty easily. The bigger fish, on the other hand, they've been around, they've got some experience, they've lived a life. So you got to really trick them. So maybe with a little bit of color and a little bit of size change up, maybe that'll do it. Let's see. That's definitely lighter. Still cast at a mile. I wonder if that bank is any deeper over here. That bank is deeper. I might be holding some bigger fish. Get away from all that carp. Fishing this like a jerkbait now. There it was. Yeah, one came up for it. Alright, so didn't really change on size, but that one was in deeper water, so maybe the bigger ones are too. That might be a fish right there on the chart. It's funny how it's kind of fishing like a jerkbait or like a jig, but he ate it on the climb. That's the other thing about a lipless crankbait. This episode might be really just talking a lot about the lipless crankbait, but the one thing that's good about it is that you can fish it so many different ways. And the thing that I like about it is that, you know, I'm not a crankbait fisherman per se, but this allows me to fish it how I would instinctually fish an area. And I think that's the freedom of it is what I really enjoy about it, is that I can fish it a lot of different ways. Just like that, I was in 12 feet of water. Back there, I was fishing in 4 feet of water and still catching fish, basically on the same type of method. You know, whereas like, you know, you get into other types of lures and you're kind of like looking for that specific scenario, just like that spinnerbait. It was like catching bass off of timber in shallow. You know, I run a spinnerbait out here, it's very likely that I'm not going to get a fish to come up for it. But slipless, shallow water to deep water, still produce fish, which is fun. Well, that's going to do it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it as much as I have making it for you. It wasn't full of big bass, it's just a bunch of little bass, but a lot of fun as always. So thanks for joining me. Till next time, you guys take care of yourselves. We'll see you again. Looking for timber, grass, and bass. Goodness, he got my tip. No. I just lost my wacky rig with the Crappie Killer on the front. Respectable. Ah, that looks juicy right there. Goes to show you, even tiny docks have a purpose. Caught you, fella.